I'll take a double triple grimace shake on a yacht, 4x4 Sigma style, extra quandial dingles with the skibidi and the squeeze.
Stealing. Phantom tax.
Can you play skibidi toilet?
Sorry?
Can you play skibidi toilet?
Oh no, because this is called mewing, what he's doing.
I don't know what that is. Oh no, man.
He started doing this and I thought he was having some sort of a seizure.
So do you know what rizz is?
I started with a couple of videos, then I started watching more and more.
So last Tuesday, your 11-year-old looked up from their phone, sighed dramatically, and announced, "I have such bad brain rot right now." You nodded sympathetically, maybe asked if they wanted to take a break from screens. And they looked at you like you just suggested they trade their iPad for a typewriter.
I'm taking away your iPad.
No.
Give me the iPad.
What? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Here's the thing. Brain rot doesn't mean what you think it means, but it also kind of does. And understanding that contradiction, that's your key to actually connecting with what your kids are experiencing online. I'm your guide to Gen Alpha internet culture. The trends, the slang, the stuff your kids are obsessed with that makes absolutely zero sense to you. And today, we're tackling brain rot, Oxford's word of the year for 2024.
Oxford's word of 2024 is brain rot. My brain is rotting just thinking about this. Brain rot is the rotting or deterioration of our brain because we're consuming low quality or trivial content online all the time. All those cat videos, mind-numbing content, and random doom scrolling is actually reducing your brain's ability to function. Brain rot is not just a word of the year, it's a warning.
A term your kids probably use 5 times a day, and something that's honestly worth understanding. Because this isn't just random slang. It's actually a pretty revealing look at how Gen Alpha thinks about their own relationship with the internet. So let's break it down. Okay, official definition first. According to Oxford, brain rot refers to the supposed deterioration of a person's mental or intellectual state due to overconsumption of material considered to be trivial or unchallenging. In practice, your kid uses it to describe the slightly dazed, overstimulated feeling they get after scrolling through 3 hours of YouTube Shorts, TikTok, or watching the 47th episode of Skibidi Toilet. But here's what makes it interesting. They're not saying, "My parents won't let me have screen time and I'm mad about it." They're saying, "I recognize that what I'm consuming is kind of ridiculous and I'm doing it anyway and I have complicated feelings about that." That's actually pretty self-aware for anyone, let alone a 12-year-old. Now, brain rot as a concept isn't new. The term's been around since the 1800s. Back then it was used to describe, reading too many novels or spending too much time at the theater. Every generation has had their version of that thing the kids are doing that's rotting their brains. But the modern usage? That exploded in 2023 and absolutely took over in 2024. Oxford reported that usage increased by 230% in just 1 year. That's not gradual cultural adoption. That's a wildfire. And it happened because Gen Alpha needed language to describe something specific. Content that's designed to be consumed, not thought about. Stuff that hits your dopamine receptors but leaves nothing behind. The digital equivalent of eating an entire bag of chips and then wondering why you're still hungry. So what are we talking about here? What content actually qualifies? At the surface level, it's things like Skibidi Toilet and its endless variations.
Are you Skibidi Toilet?
Yes!
Sing it.
Skibidi dum 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 is here, skibidi double dee, skibidi dum 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 is here, skibidi double.
Lanky box food versus food videos with the same format repeated infinitely. TikTok compilations of compilations of compilations. YouTube shorts that are literally just someone reacting to someone else reacting to original content. Subway Surfers gameplay in the corner, while someone reads a Reddit story. But it's not just about the content itself. It's about the delivery. Brain rot content has a few key characteristics. 1, it's fast, multiple cuts per second. Your eyes never rest. 2, it's repetitive. Same format, slightly different execution over and over.
Who does she think she is?
Oh, thank you.
You're amazing! You're the most beautiful of all, ballerina!
That's so sweet.
3, it's layered. Main content plus background gameplay plus captions plus music. Your brain is processing 4 things at once. 4, it's designed for endless consumption. One video ends, the next one starts. No natural stopping point. And here's the crucial part. Your kid knows this. When they call something brain rot, they're naming it. They're aware that their attention is being engineered, that they're caught in a loop, that what they're watching is simultaneously entertaining and kind of empty. So if they know it's brain rot, why do they keep watching? And this is where we need to be empathetic rather than judgmental. First reason, it's genuinely entertaining in the moment. That dopamine hit is real. The videos are designed by algorithms to keep you watching. Your kid isn't weak-willed for responding to something that hundreds of engineers optimize to be addictive. Second, it's social currency. If your kid doesn't know what skibidi means or hasn't seen the latest phantom tax meme, they're left out of conversations.
What the heck is skibidi toilet?
What is it?
Or skibidi?
I don't understand it.
So skibidi toilet is a guy's head in a toilet, and it's a song that goes like burr skibidi dop dop dop.
Brain rot content is genuinely part of how Gen Alpha connects with each other. Third, and this one's important, it's a way to decompress. You know how you mindlessly scroll Instagram or watch cooking videos you'll never make after a long day? Same thing. After 6 hours of school, homework, activities, sometimes your brain just wants to turn off. And brain rot content is very, very good at letting your brain turn off. Here's what's fascinating about this whole phenomenon. Previous generations had their junk media, Saturday morning cartoons, reality TV, whatever, but they didn't have a name for it. They didn't talk about it the way Gen Alpha does. Your kids are growing up in a generation that's hyper-aware of their own media consumption. They know what algorithms are. They understand that their attention is valuable. They're suspicious of the platforms they use, and yet they keep using them. Because opting out isn't really an option when your entire social world exists in these spaces. So, brain rot becomes this term that does double duty. It's self-deprecating humor. Yeah, I just watched 40 videos of people ranking candy. My brain is cooked. But it's also critique. They're naming the problem even if they can't fully step away from it. Okay, so what do you need to understand here? First, when your kid says they have brain rot, they're usually not asking for an intervention. They're sharing an experience. It's like saying, I ate too much pizza and now I feel gross. They know what happened. They're processing it. Second, this language actually gives you an opening. If your kid can identify brain rot content, they have some level of media literacy. They can distinguish between content that challenges them and content that just fills time. Third, not all screen time is brain rot. Your kid watching a Minecraft tutorial? Not brain rot. YouTube video explaining history? Not brain rot. Even just watching a streamer they genuinely enjoy and learn from? Not necessarily brain rot. The term is specific. It's about that zombified overconsumption state. Fourth, the concern isn't the content itself. It's the amount and the pattern. An hour of brain rot content on a Saturday? Whatever. 4 hours every single day after school? That's when you might want to have a conversation. Because here's the real risk. It's not that their brains are literally rotting. It's that they're training their attention spans to need that level of stimulation. Regular paced content, reading, conversations, even movies can start to feel painfully slow. So what do you actually do with this information? Conversation starter. Number 1. Next time your kid mentions brain rot, ask them what makes something brain rot versus regular content they enjoy. You'll learn a lot about their media literacy and what they actually value online. Conversation starter number 2. What's the longest you've gone down a brain rot rabbit hole? What did it feel like when you finally stopped? This lets them reflect without feeling judged. Practical step number 1. Help them build in circuit breakers. Not just screen time limits. Those feel punitive, but natural stops. After dinner, we all put phones in the basket for an hour. Or weekday mornings are screen-free until you leave for school. Boundaries that apply to everyone, including you. Practical step number 2, model healthy media consumption yourself. If you're mindlessly scrolling for 3 hours, your kid notices. If you read books, have conversations, engage with media intentionally, they notice that too. Red flag to watch for. If your kid seems unable to engage with slower-paced content at all. If a 10-minute video feels impossibly long, if they can't sit through dinner without a screen, if they're watching content while doing homework while listening to music, that's when the brain rot might be becoming a genuine attention issue worth addressing. But here's the thing, approach it with curiosity, not panic. I've noticed it's hard to focus on one thing lately. What's that like for you? Beats, you're addicted to your phone. Look, brain rot is real. Your kids know it's real. The fact that they have language for it, that's actually a good sign. It means they're thinking about their relationship with the internet, not just passively consuming. Your job isn't to eliminate brain rot content entirely. That's probably impossible and would just build resentment. Your job is to help them develop a balanced media diet, where brain rot is the occasional junk food, not the entire meal. If this helped you understand what your kid means when they say their brain is rotting, hit that subscribe button. We're breaking down culture every week. The trends, the slang, the stuff that makes you feel like you need a translator in your own house. Until then, go have a conversation with your kid about their latest brain rot spiral. You might be surprised by how insightful they are about it,